You could say my life before college was like a game of Monopoly. It was boring and slightly confusing. But in all seriousness, I came to FIU in the summer of 2011. I was quiet, reserved, and without passion. I cared about a few things here and there, but at the end of the day, I did nothing about it. I went to sleep with this void inside me. I wanted to get out of FIU as soon as possible. Like most college students, my goal was to go to class and go home day in and day out, thinking that this would make me happy. But I knew there was something amiss. My new friends I met at my freshman orientation both decided to get involved and become peer advisors. I was so jealous, but then again I never bothered to apply. Through their process and training, they became well informed about the Center for Leadership and Service. They texted me one day saying they wanted to go on a weekend retreat called Academy of Leaders, and something unfamiliar happened. I was so excited. I really wanted to go. Like I even stalked their website, leadserve.fiu.edu, for those of you who didn't know. I looked up all things AOL, and I like saying this story because it was at this moment I believe my flame was ignited. It was there all along, but I needed that fuel. Before my friends could even blink, I paid my spot, filled out all my paperwork, and was on my way. This was so uncommon of me. I never make commitments by myself or get out of my comfort zone. During AOL, I spoke up. I remember my whole face would get red and I would get so hot speaking in front of everyone in that narrow lodge, but I just kept on raising my hand. I loved every minute of it. I finally realized my true introvert potential. Now it shocks people to know I'm an introvert because I have grown so much in the past 3 years. I have used what I thought was a weakness, and through AOL, I made it my strength. Introverts unite! Quietly and by yourself. After the on-campus sessions were over and the service project was a success, a new friend I met at AOL suggested I apply for Lead Team, the facilitators for AOL, of course. The thought crossed my mind, but Lead Team was way too cool. Would I even make the team? I mean, I'm cool and all, but should I even bother applying and risking rejection? Something I was still not comfortable with. But I did it. I applied. I had to. I worked long and hard to make my interview worthwhile. I finally felt the passion I was longing for, and that was for growth. Not only my own, but of other people. Sooner than I knew, I was on Lead Team at my Lead Team retreat with a bunch of strangers. If you would have told me then that these strangers would become my best friends, my sisters, and my mentors, I'd say you're lying. Impossible. I expected friendships, but what I got was so much more. The year passed, and my public speaking and my patience were challenged. My email response time was on point, and a little bit of my sanity was gone at 3 a.m. Saturday night at AOL, but with every day I was growing into the woman I wanted to be. And most importantly, I was helping those around me grow and see the potential in them that someone saw in me. The year was over, but I knew I wasn't done. I hit the ground running and there was no stopping me. During and after Lead Team, I was involved in countless programs, events, and service projects. To say CLS contributed to most, if not all, of my college experience would be a massive understatement. I also knew I wasn't done with Lead Team. After the year was over, I applied to be a Lead Team captain and received the opportunity to mentor the new duckies coming in. It was so new for me and I grew exponentially. I gave advice, I was a teacher, a shoulder, and sometimes I had to hold my friends accountable. This position has really molded and shaped me into the woman who stands here today. In reality, all my positions, involvements, and participation in the Center for Leadership and Service have given me the passion to be everything I wanted to be the leader I only dreamed about. Though I am graduating, I know this office, the people in it, and the people I have met along the way will always hold a special place in my heart. No one has to sit there and play a game they hate. Throw the board game away, realize what's inside you, and play what you love.
Yes, you're so funny.